Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Greg Prescott from in5d.com, and you're tuned into the Cancer Weekly Tarot Card reading for May 18th through the 24th. And we are joined by the beautiful and vivacious Allison Janes from PsychicAlly.net. And before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that we have these amazing shirts at in5d.net. This is the latest one. It's the water sign and the water element. And it came out so amazing. I'm so proud of it. More sizes are coming out tomorrow. So check that out at in5d.net as well as the fire sign and this new one on the end. So these are all brand new styles for in5d.net. Also, I'd like to remind you to consider helping support this channel because we are heavily shadow banned, and any support would be greatly appreciated. And you can check that out on our Patreon account for as little as $1.11 a month. So there's various tiers you can sign up for. Check that out at patreon.com/in5d. Links for in5d.net and Patreon and PsychicAlly.net are all below in the more info section. And lastly, once again, we have this link also below in the more info section. Check out your sun, moon, and rising signs because they all play into what you need to know for this upcoming week. Be sure you check out last week's also to see how accurate Allie was. And as you'll find out, she was. She nailed it. So without further ado, I'm turning the floor over to the beautiful Allison Janes. Allie, it's all you.
Thank you. Thank you. Something strange was happening it's like Transfiguration was happening with you just now. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but if you did see something, Transfiguration is where another spirit guide overlaps somebody else, but your face color changed. It's still kind of there a bit. So
maybe I'm turning into a light body.
I don't know, something was going on. It'd be interesting if anybody else saw it. If you guys could comment if you saw anything like that. It's like his mouth was not there. Does that make sense? It was really. We'll have to have a look after. Anyway, so we're going to do Cancerians now. So Cancerians for 18th through the 24th of May. Right, typical Cancerian. You've got to think about the element of crab is a crab. So it's crabs have a hard outer shell that protects their vulnerability. They walk sideways around situations rather than confront anything. They can be defensive if they feel as if their family or their home is in trouble in any way. Okay, so that's a typical Cancerian. So what's happening with you guys, Cancerians? Right, so your week starts off with, you might be feeling a bit tired, I feel, at the beginning of this week. You might be feeling lethargic, tired, got no energy, don't know what to do with yourself. I know that I could be talking about kind of everybody being stuck in, unless you're a key worker, of course. But yeah, it's kind of like, I just need to look after myself, need to pamper myself, need to do things that make me happy. There's a lot of nagging going on though, somebody's trying to nag you. Some of you are going to be being nagged about their children. There's going to be an issue about children. You're not going to like somebody, criticizing your children. No parent likes it. The thing is, if there is an issue with children, you can moan about them, but when somebody else does it, that's a different thing. So I think that there needs to be a bit of sensitivity around that. If it's not you, then it could be you talking about somebody else's children, and the warning signs are, be gentle, okay, because it will backfire, okay, especially this week. There's just something going on there, okay. I'm also seeing somebody who's got a childlike nature. Okay, this person is feeling very sensitive. So, you know, look out for people who are drawing away and don't. It's like if you could see somebody feeling fragile, then the worst thing to do is nag them. The worst thing to do is kind of criticize them. The best thing to do is trying to make them laugh, show them love, pamper them in some way, do something nice, buy them something nice that they really, really is going to cheer them up. Like big diamond ring. No, I'm kidding. But something that is going to make them feel happy. Financially, there's going to be some announcements, I feel, linked with finances around this time. Oh, just thinking about that, I made some predictions, didn't I, last week about some announcements and things. I wonder if anything was said. I'll have to have another look. I think it was for the beginning and middle, I think. I don't know. So I have to, if anybody has noticed anything that I said was actually on the news, fake news, or the other news, you're probably better looking at the other news than the telly news. Do you want that? Yeah, I just feel as if there's another announcement coming. That's why I'm saying it. There's something else going to be said, okay, around the beginning of this week. How it's going to affect you is that it's somebody in authority making you feel as if they're in authority and they have got the power over you. You may not like that feeling. And if you don't like that feeling, then why don't you stand up, sign those petitions that come through? It takes seconds, but it's your only voice sometimes, especially now that you can't, do any actual petitions. So you just need to kind of just sign the documents, look out for things, change your world. Okay, that may be what they're trying to ask you in the spirit world. You know, if you don't like the way things are going, think about it being later. It'll just it's like a snowball effect. It's going to get worse and worse unless we do something. So it just feels as if there's something that you'll need to kind of think about at that time. Yeah, so sometimes we have to make a sacrifice for the greater good. I'm not just making it up. That's the card that I've just picked out. And it actually says sacrifice. Okay, so sometimes we have to bridge the gap between somebody who doesn't have a voice to people that do. Okay, so it's just, I think if you've got the voice and you can stick up for the people that don't have a voice, I think there's something to do with that going on. Beginning of the week for you, Cancerians. So the middle of this week, you're going to feel very good. So it's probably you're feeling good because you've done something about your situation, maybe. But you've got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is where that you feel very proud of yourself. You feel very relaxed. It's basically loving yourself. I am a good person. I know who I am. You know, I don't have to change because there's nothing I'm doing that isn't in the name of love or respect for other people. So when you can seriously, hand on heart, say that, then you don't really have to change. You just have to keep shining your light around you and around others, and you're probably going to find that you're going to generate towards you more people of that nature. Okay, and the people that you're not getting on with and the people that don't shine their light like that will kind of fall away from you. I can see juggling of money. So there seems to be some money that you're going to be somehow saving, doing something different with money. So everybody juggles money around. I know this, but this feels like there's a purpose for it for you. Okay, personally, Cancerians. There seems to be a bit of secrecy going on, not telling people what the situation is. So maybe this is something to do with a surprise, which I've just ruined. Sorry. But not talking to somebody as well. So I feel that there might be people, like I said, who you're not vibrationally matching. So if they are a scratchy person and all they do is moan and think negative, and you're a very positive person, you're not going to be wanting to be around this type of person, no matter how close they are, unfortunately. it's not something that you can do and that you can cope with. Okay, so then financially for you, a few things that you've got to sort out. Don't give up. Okay, they're saying battle through whatever is going on. It's like you're owed something. Something is still pending, and it's like, why is it still pending? I deserve to have it now. It's basically the whole of your reading at the moment. It's all about getting your justice, getting what it is that you deserve. That's the common theme that I've got running along here. The middle of this week is definitely about finances, getting what you want financially. Communication is the key. Okay, emotionally, make sure that you're communicating to everybody who you need to. So don't wait until next week to pick up the phone to tell somebody that you love them, to speak kindly to a neighbour. It's all about communication at the moment with you. Okay, so this is the end of this week for Cancerians. I'm seeing some DIY, some changes in the house. That can be anything from a small job to moving. Okay, depends on what what one of you is doing what, but it does indicate you've got your kind of birth sign here, which is the Cancerian. Okay, you can see the crab there. Okay, and he is my King of Cups. So that is basically that you're walking sideways around a situation you're avoiding. So it could be that you need to do this DIY and sort this out, but you're not. So that's what that feels like. I do see that you can do it though. You've got all the tools to do it. And what you don't know, Spirit can provide the answer to. So maybe this is the kick that you need to actually get those jobs done that you know that you should. It will make you feel better. Because every time you go to bed and you're thinking, oh, I didn't do that and I really wanted to. And then the next night, I didn't do that and I really wanted to. Why didn't you just do it? Just do it. Just pencil it in your diary and do it. The wheel feels as if the changes are coming. The changes are good changes to do with finances. And to finish off, I feel that there's going to be a bit of a needy energy around. Either you're feeling needy emotionally or somebody close to you is feeling needy, or both. We all feel like that. Don't beat yourself up. Do things that make you happy. Avoid depressing things that make you sad. I know that's simplistic, but maybe that's all it is. Okay, that's it.
And stop procrastinating and get that DIY thing done, whatever it is that you got to do. Get her done.
Yeah. Yeah. You know you want to.
One of our N5D children said, Stephanie Allen, she said, oh, hi, N5D mom and dad.
Oh.
So that was from Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. She's lovely. We had a lovely connection. We did when we did a reading. We had a lovely connection.
Awesome. She just posted in there, speaking of which, if anyone is vacillating about getting a reading with Allie, just do it. She's very accurate, talented, and spot on. Personal experience.
Tell her I'll pay her later.
Personal experience. I've had a ton of readings from Allie, and they're always spot on.
We had our first virtual date recorded in a reading.
See, I had an extra long date. It was like a 3-hour reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. And we actually have our first date recorded.
We do. We do.
So, yeah.
Although I was thinking, when I said to you about your love life and you said, and how do you feel about that, Ali? I was like, what's he asking me for? I don't know what he's asking me for.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Maybe deep down, but not consciously. I was like, he's not going to be interested in someone like me. What's that about? Look at him.
Look at her. She's amazing. Yeah. We've
both done well, I think.
I would say definitely.
We're good people.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So,
okay.
Check out N5D.net. These shirts are available right now. We just have 2XL, but as Stephanie was asking about on the chat, I've got all sizes coming tomorrow, both ice dye and regular in the water element shirt. Also got new fire element ones, and this one is new on the end. So go to n5d.net,
Nice.
check them out. Also, as you guys know, we're heavily shadow banned, so any support on Patreon is greatly appreciated. And you get all sorts of benefits with Patreon as well, so check us out there. What else? We've got PsychicAlly.net, of course. Book a reading with Allie. You won't regret it. It'll be the best reading you ever had.
If you're worried about your life path, it seems to be that's the way my readings are going. Sorting out people's life paths.
What do you have going on?
Wednesday night, I'm doing tarot on Facebook, Psychic Alley 1-to-1. On Saturday on Zoom, I'm doing a workshop, Psychic Detective and Remote Viewing. That's 11 until 5. That is 6 a.m. Eastern time and 3 a.m. Pacific time. And then Sunday, we've got Elaine Thorpe, trance medium. We're doing a Zoom psychic night. We do every Sunday, and that is £5 a ticket. The workshop is £10, so you can contact me to find out more details.
And you can find all these links right below in the more info section of this video. So check it out. Psychic Alley 121 on Facebook, PsychicAlly.net, and 5d.com, and 5d.net, and Patreon. Everything's right below. So until next week, sending you all infinite love and light on behalf of Allison and myself. Namaste. See you then.
Bye.
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 Bye.